That's all I'm trying to do, is simplify it for you, because this looks so complicated for somebody who's just new to this. So here you go. So just undock them and arrange them this way: project, media browser, and then you're gonna need effects, and then effects control. So effects control is already here. You can bring it up here. So see how you can put it on different places. When you hold it, just see where you can put it, right? So it's right there. So you put it right next to the media browser right here, right? Okay, so the next thing after you have the project, the media, the effects control here, what you need is the effects tab right here too, right? So we already have our timeline and our toolbox right here. So what you do from here is you go on window, and then you go to workspaces, and then you go to assembly. Okay, click assembly. So once you click assembly, it's kind of going to like it's going to readjust itself with the panels and everything. So what you do now is like just kind of like minimize a little, just like shrink the timeline a little bit right here. And then so now your project, where you have the project, the media, and the effects control thing is going to be right up here, right? So it's going to be right up here. So this is going to be your main window right here. When you close this window, the window that has all your info right here, the project info, when you close that window, you pretty much close the project. But if you close this, you can reopen it again, right? Anyway, so there you go. So what you want to do is you want to bring the program right up here. Okay, so program is where you're going to view your project, and then this window right here where you have the project and the media, and where I was putting all that other stuff, the project, the media, and the effects panel. So this is where you're gonna have all the files that you want to put in the timeline, right? So right now I'm just like kind of reconfiguring this interface for you guys to simplify it for you, so that way each panel can just have one or two things on it. Like right now this panel only has the program on it, right? We can have the source here, but don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about that. So right now we just have the program here, and here we just have the timeline and the toolbox, right? And right here, instead of like making it complicated for you guys and having you guys see a whole bunch of things up here, all I want you to have is the project, the media browser, the effects, and then the effects panel. So as you can see right now, these are not this, that's not what's on here. So you go to this and you close this panel. You go here and you close this damn panel. You go to workspaces, you close this panel. You go to libraries, you close this panel. So now you just have the project, media, and I want you to get the effects and the effects control. So what you do, you go on window and then you go to the effects, you click on effects, it comes up here. You go on window again, effects panel, effects control, comes up right here, right? So there you go. So now you have the basics of Premiere Pro. So you have where you can get your files from, where you can edit your files, and where you can view your files from. So right now I don't like this interface right here. So what I would do is I'm trying to simplify it for you again, guys. My job here is trying to simplify it for you. So what you want to do is you want to go like that, make the timeline the whole thing down here, and then this right here, this panel with the projects, you can kind of like make it up to right here if you want, or you can kind of maximize this a little bit. But what I like doing is well, you can work with this. Right now let's just do half and half, right? So see how simple it is. All you have is this window right here, this window right here, and this window. That's all you need, and it's so simple for you right now. So it's been simplified for you. So what you do is, how it works is, the project is where you see all your files in, right? So you can import media in here, but as a beginner, don't do that. what you want to do is you want to go in media browser and go and get the media you want in media browser. The reason why I say that, I think it's simple. You just go, because it's going to show you all the drives you have right here. Especially if you're coming from Final Cut Pro, this is going to make sense to you, where you go in media browser and you're going to see where you got your different hard drives. So for me, I have this right here, Macintosh, and then I go to user, and then I go to my name here, which I'm going to blur out because there's some crips up here, you know, trying to steal my information. Anyway, so everything is in my desktop right here, and I'll go to this folder where I want all my where I have the files to show you guys. So I'm just gonna go in here. I did a wedding, so you can keep like going down, you know, and then this is the folder where I have the clips that I want. So now you see how it is. So now you have your files, your clips, your footage is gonna come up here. If you have the thing on the if you have your footage on the desktop, you can just go to that folder and your stuff will come up here, your files will come up here, your video clips. So as you can see, there's nothing here, there's no timeline, there's nothing. It looks complicated, right? But what you can do is you can just drag and drop these files from here to here. So what you do is you just get the file. Let me see, let me get one. This one right here. So you grab it and then you drop it in here, and then it's going to import the file. So now you see all this timeline and all that stuff, right? You see it has all these things here. Don't worry about any of this. I know it looks complicated right now, but trust me, it's not. All I need you to do is grab a file from there, drop it here, and then it's going to bring up this whole timeline thing, right? And in Premiere Pro, this is called a sequence, right? So a sequence is where you kind of, you know what, I think that's sounding too complicated. Right now, just grab the files and drop them in here. Okay, drop them in here. So once you do that, is now you get to see that file you've dropped in this window. That's why I needed you to bring this window here, the program window, so you can yeah, that's where you can view the file from. Also, space is a good shortcut if you want to play. Instead of going right here, you can just go on any part of the file and just click space. So yeah, so that's pretty much all you do.